Well, good morning and welcome to this meeting of the Mangawhai Heads Reserve Concept Plan Working Group on Monday, the 4th of November. Do not have any apologies this morning. I'd like to move that we confirm the agenda for this meeting. Can I have a seconder, please? All those in favour? Against? Motion carries. Anyone have any conflicts of interest? No conflict of interest. Okay. There's no one speaking in the public forum, so we will move to our first item on the agenda, which is the Mangawhai Plan public consultation on a draft plan. We have a staff recommendation, however, some minor typo corrections, so we'll just get an amended recommendation up on the screen so you can see what that is. So you'll see in part B, Lana has added in authority to make any minor accuracy, grammatical formatting or typographical amendments that do not alter the intent of the information in the concept plan, and as was already there, and to approve the final consultation document. So I'm going to move that recommendation. Can I have a seconder, please? Yep. Thank you, Councillor Howard. So speaking to this item, we have Jenny Rooney, and I think we might have Annan online there too. So I'll hand over to you two. Thank you.
Thank you, through the chair. So Annan.
Welcome, Annan.
Morning.
Morning, Chair. Morning, Mr. Mayor.
Good morning.
The purpose of the report today is to seek approval for the adoption of the Mangawhai Heads Concept Plan for public consultation. So we have the plan in front of us as today, and we also have a draft timeline for the actual consultation plan, which will be, we have got a recommendation to delegate the authority to the Chair and the Chief Executive to work with comms to actually finalise that plan, the Communication Department. I'll hand over to you, Annan. I'm not sure if you want to say anything about the report or I can carry on.
Look, if you carry on, Jenny, and then I might just brief the committee on my conversation that I had with Warren Bangman, just regarding future leases.
Okay. So as you can see, we've had some extensive time working. The working group have met and discussed and been on site and looked at the actual area, and we have a plan before us today for discussion. So I'll take it that the report is read, and if you have any questions or anything else that you'd like to discuss with us, and then we can finalise everything.
Thank you, Jenny. Did you want to speak now, Annan, before we go to questions?
Yeah, so thank you, Chair. You will recall that we're going to cover off the intended lease within this concept plan for the surf club, and that'll be outlined in terms of its duration. What I've just got Warren checking is, do we need to provide commentary around any future leases that may be applied to whatever the community identify the council and whatever council adopt as a final concept plan. So just checking through those details, they are going to come back to me close of business today. So if there's an opportunity, or if we have to include details around future leases, then there's an opportunity to do so before the plan is consulted on.
Okay, thank you for that. Does anyone have any questions for Jenny or Annan?
Yes, I did,
Councillor Howard.
and actually it related to exactly what Annan has raised specifically on future leases. Now, so we'd sort of talked about, as I recall, 5 years plus one. I don't think we actually agreed on a specific term of that, but the essence of that was really that a 33-year lease, which is what the surf club really ideally want, would not be until a new facility was in place. So, one, is that correct? Is that what the correct understanding is? And two, I'm getting from what you're saying, Arnon, that there may need to be some further discussion about that longer, but when that longer lease kicks in.
Through you, Chair, we have in principle agreed with the surf club on the term of their lease, and it's as you outlined. The details that I'm just checking this morning or this afternoon is whether we need to provide commentary around any further activities or occupations that may take place there. So let's assume that the community and the council agree that there can be some sort of commercial activity up there apart from the surf club. Do we need to articulate in this concept plan the details of any future lease for that activity? In terms of the surf club, they are quite clear that whatever is the future, that they will then integrate with whatever the concept identifies or the community identifies and the council finally adopt. And we then did say that we'll exercise council's discretion to provide a longer term lease.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? No? Okay, well, I think this has been a really good piece of work. We've been really thorough going out and getting some early engagement with the community and taking that into consideration in coming up with this draft concept plan. I think back to when the Heads Reserve was transformed with the new parking. It's been quite some time now, and that was a pretty impressive piece of work at the time. We need to move forward and consider the next years and key stakeholders like the surf club and the whole of the community that use that area. I think that this is a good draft plan to go out for consultation, and that's just the start of this process really now. If we put this out to let everyone have into it. Thank you, Councillor Howard.
Oh. Response. No, I agree. And I think that it was very pleasing to add that we had surf club fundraiser at the golf club, well attended yesterday, huge event. And I had a chance to talk with Jess and catch up. And she said that the comment was that they like what's in here. And so, obviously they will add some submissions as they go. But, I think that the beauty thing about this is that it gives the flexibility for anybody to bring anything else into the mix. So, we've done the framework and given everybody the best options. Thank you.
Does anyone else wish to speak?
Oh, I'll just
Councillor Williams.
Thank you. Yeah, look, just following on from what Councillor Howard has said, I think it's a great starting point. We've had that initial input from the community and other stakeholders for this draft concept. So I think it's going to be really good to get it out there and hear what the community, the surf club, and others, other stakeholders want to see here. So looking forward to that consultation. So thank you to the staff as well.
Anyone else wish to speak? Mayor Jepson.
Yeah, I just want to add my approval of what we're doing here to allow good public input. I mean, I use that area frequently myself, and it's one of the main focal points of the whole community, that area. So we need to plan for the next few years, particularly with the growth we've got occurring in our district. And we've got an opportunity here to do something going forward with that community input that will satisfy the community with what needs to happen down there to make the most of that area. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I have nothing further to add, so we'll put this to the vote. All those in favour, raise your hand and say aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion carried. Thank you. Move to the next item, which is the Mangawhai Heads Reserve Concept Plan Working Group Delegations and Terms of Reference. We have a recommendation there in front of you, which I'm going to move. Do I have a seconder?
Yeah, I'll see.
Councillor Howard. And this is going to be presented by Alana. Thank you, Alana.
Good morning. I'll take the report as read. This is just a really simple report, just outlining the delegations that the working group have and just explaining how you sort of move from a working group to effectively a committee of council when you are given delegated authority by council to make decisions. Yes, any questions?
Okay, thank you, Alana. Any questions, anybody? Okay.
I did have one quick one, just want to be absolutely clear timeline.
You. Sorry, what was the
Just want to
question?
be absolutely clear on timelines.
Yes.
Group control functions will be reviewed at the end of 2022-25. But that's a broad time, but in terms of when we expect to hear the submissions.
That's in the first report, Councillor Howard, I think.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Oh, okay, there you go. There, sorry, I got that there. Yep. That chewed up when I printed it out.
Any other question?
Good. April 25.
No further questions?
No.
All right, this is really just a procedural motion to note this. Councillor Howard.
Nothing further to add.
Okay. The vote, all those in favour, raise your hand and say aye.
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 Against, motion carried. Thank you very much for your attendance, everybody. I declare this meeting closed.
Thank you.